Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here and welcome back to our video. So in this one we're going to take a look at the last fights I had in This Is Magic Soul Raids. And this one is important because if we manage to one-shot this man with this team, then we're going to definitely have the resources necessary to go all the way up to Zatanna. And I have decided at the very least for low heroics, this man is going to be the most annoying thing in the Soul Raids. I mean, the opinion might change when we get to very high heroics where everything will have 2 billion health and I'll have to fight a Starfire with 2 billion health, a Multiverse Flash, Multiverse Armor Supergirl with 2 billion health, but for now, this man is the most annoying thing in the Soul Raid to fight. Mainly because of his special 1, taking so damn long to do the animation, and because of the extended tagging duration, and because of the Might Gear disabling. Like, with the Might Gear disabling, it's getting ridiculous how many characters I can't use, because it messes up Kimplan Sakomen, messes up Batman the Drowned, and messes up Grods, so there's few options left. We had Zatanna in here, and look, we got crazy unlucky with the Zatanna power steals, like absolutely crazy unlucky. I haven't seen something go so bad in terms of her power steals in a while. And League of Rank is doing its best, Harley is doing her best to finish this fight, but it's gonna be too little too late, sadly. And we got close enough, like literally one more stun, that was with everything that was necessary. So if Zatanna did it a bit faster, or if she activated it more, because we had 270 damage bonus by the end of it, the result would have been different. And sadly, we're going to have to yet again use Manta for a cleanup fight. Somebody commented on the previous video that is Manta bad nowadays because you only use him for cleanup? Well, on one hand he's been kind of overshadowed by other teams in terms of damage, but on the other hand he's not bad. He's the best thing I've got for cleanup fights because, as I said, there's nothing in this game that Manta can't reliably fight. Actually, there is Collector vs Superman. You shouldn't use Manta against that, but other than that, you're gonna be fine, my dudes. There's like 1 or 2 fights in the entire game, and Last of Joker where you can't really use Manta, but other than that, he can fight everything, and I love him for it. Since we can't get to Zatanna anyway, we might as well have some fun. And we're going to use our Banshee here with Brainiac and Raven, but we're going to use Raven as the damage dealer. We have sort of Salvation on Sir Banshee to power generate a bit, we have level 5 Puppet of Zatanna on Raven, and we have Beta Club on Brainiac for the disables. But I need to stack every single lethal before I even start stacking Darkness of Raven, because even though I have Beta Club for just putting the negative effects on the enemy, if I start stacking with Raven, Brainiac will end up dealing a ton of damage and basically making this whole Raven fight kind of worthless because he will steal the spotlight and kill the enemy. But if we don't use Darkness stacks until that's done, then we're gonna be fine. I messed up a bit, I got hit, so we're going to tag in Sir Banshee in there for some power steal, also use the special 2. Special 1 from Brainiac. I'm going chopped again. Special 1. 7 lethal stacks. Sir Banshee back in there to power steal some. I really like that her jump down goes 2 times, so every single time you have a chance to apply the sort of salvation and steal some power. I'm going chop again, special 1 again, and there we go, 10 lethal stacks, so now we can tag in Raven safely. We're gonna have the Beta Club, we also inflict some burning, and special 2, and we're at infinite power, so at this point, I'm gonna get hit, but after that, we can just spam the special 2 of Raven. And it's gonna put some disables in there. We have the darkness thing. We're gonna apply some negative effects from the artifact itself. This team is very, very fast to trigger the infinite power, and is pretty good at keeping it. Like, you're never gonna lose to Raven, because you first of all got the darkness, then you get the Silver Banshee disables. Silver Banshee disables definitely make holding the infinite power easier, but I don't think they're mandatory. And that's where we're going to kind of pick like 10 mil per special, and considering the only passive stats we have in this one are going to be from a level 5 Puppet of Zatanna, it's not going to be too bad. Another special 2, another special 2, and it's smooth enough. We have the guaranteed crits because that's how the special 2 works, so we don't have to worry about not critting. Obviously, if the I don't know if the enemy is if it's crit immune, I guess we're never gonna crit, but if they're crit resistance, we might crit every single time. So interesting theme. A little bit of a waste of resources to be fair, but interesting nevertheless. On the secondary account, we're going to have Killflan Sakumen here. And in this one, I'm going to show you how actually unreliable the puppet of Zatanna is at lower levels. This is level 4, and King doesn't have any negative effect except for the one that he applies with Super Move. And my mistake here, and it's a pretty big mistake, was that I did not use Super Move before he used his Super Move. Because if I did use my Super Move before he used his, then we would apply the Super Move disabled negative effects. And that would help us keep the stacks, but I messed up and did not do that. And it's gonna take us a long ass time to get to the point where we have infinite power again. I did Super Move, but I didn't apply no negative effect because I did it too late. Our special one. And we were once at the point where we were just spamming Super Move, like remember that? But we were just spamming third special, but that was not enough to keep up the negative effects. Third special, I'm using it so damn often at this point. And I'm still kind of at the risk of losing the stacks, but I think we're fine from this point on and we're never gonna lose the stacks again. But definitely a mistake on my part. You should definitely use, if you want to keep up the full power, you should definitely use Super Move before they use their Super Move, because it will give you that additional negative effect and it will last for 1 minute, so that's definitely a lot of time for you to set up more. And yeah, went well enough, but could have gone far better, and it was my mistake here. Okay, so over here we have Infinite Tornado Flash, we have Hardy in there to give him a bit more damage against stun targets, because he's going to stun them. He's got a chance-based stun on the third special, and I hate chance-based stuns. Like, there are two types of stuns in the game. The Chad stun, that's going to basically tell you how much the stun lasts. Like, the stun landing is not even a question, and there's gonna be the chance-based stuns, and they're terrible. But nevertheless, why I didn't use really this for the thumbnail in the title and I'm gonna use Raven is that I didn't really give Flash a fair chance. Like, he's built different and I forgot about that. So when you build Multiverse Flash, you're going to build him as being used always with Multiverse Armor, Supergirl, and because of that, he's gonna have a very low amount of crit damage because he gets all his crit damage from Multiverse Armor Supergirl third special being active. So since we don't have that active, his crit damage is basically unbuilt. He's very unoptimally built. And that's why he's gonna deal lackluster damage. But yeah, he's gonna do infinite tornadoes. And I guess we might put him in the thumbnail, the title at the end of the day. But just remember, if he's built the correct way for this, because he's built the correct way for general purposes, but if you build him the correct way for this, you might have a little bit better damage. And Harley's not doing much for us, by the way. Like, you need some very specific things to really take advantage of her passive, and he doesn't have them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the reflected, dislike, disliked it, and goodbye.